1 Corinthians 11 verse 24 to 26 says, "And when he, Jesus, had given thanks, he broke it and said, 'This is my body, which is offered as a sacrifice for you. Do this in remembrance of me.'" Listen, people, to what Jesus says. Do this in remembrance of me. Take communion in remembrance of me. Do not celebrate some feast in remembrance of me. In the same way, after supper, he took the cup, saying, "This cup is the new covenant in my blood. Do this as often as you drink it in remembrance of me." As often as you drink it. Jesus is telling us to take communion as often as we can. As often as we get together. You don't have to go to church to have the pastor or dominee serve you with communion. This is also one of the false teachings that was passed down by our traditional churches, making people think that only the pastor or the dominee can serve you with communion, and then also it can only be done once a month. No, people, this is not what Jesus says. He says, as often as you drink it. You can have communion every day at home. When you visit your friends, you can have communion 3 times a day if you want. This is what Jesus said we must do, and this is the only thing he commanded us to do to remember his crucifixion.